Hello everybody, Nero here with another GFL2 guide. And today we're gonna cover something in the current limited time event that I haven't covered yet on this channel, and that is the Hazard Patrol. I know a lot of you guys haven't finished the Hazard Patrol yet. It's not the easiest thing, to be honest, especially when you're under leveled. What I would recommend is to get all of your units, at least the units that you like using, right, to level 30, because starting from here on out, like, not being level 30 is gonna be like really hard to pull off, especially if you don't have the SSR units. But do not worry, this guy does not even use a single SSR unit. So as you can see, we all have 4-star units, we all have purple units on the screen, and I will also mention very easy like alternatives to these characters that I'm using right now for this very easy strategy. And don't worry, this boss isn't like complicated at all or anything. Like, you just need to do a little bit of like spacing and like positioning, and then this boss is gonna become very easy. In fact, I think you can auto this if you have enough stats. But yeah, first off, like our DPS Sharky, right? This could be any DPS that you braced, right? Like but for this one I decided to go with Sharky because she's a 4-star unit that's probably available to everybody. Probably everybody has one. If not, then 07, like, you know, surely you have at least one DPS, right? So yeah. So first off, we're gonna kill that mob right there, right? We don't want the mobs to be alive at the first turn. If possible, you kill them at the first rotation. So another role that's gonna be important here is your tank. It's gonna be your Groza, because Groza position right here, all right, you want Groza to be very near the boss, right? Groza can be replaced with any like tanky character that you have, the highest like defensive stats character that you have, or like if you have a Swami, like you literally don't even need a tank. You can just like tank the attacks with Swami. And the reason why is because the boss targets like the nearest character available to the boss. So yeah. So initially the positioning over here is kind of wonky, but the reason why I did this is because so I can put my healer in a really safe spot. Because the healer right here, Ksenia, it could be like any healer, by the way, right? Anything that can like heal your tank right there is really good. And her job there is just to keep healing Groza over and over again. Because yeah, as you can see, like we're gonna do this thing where the boss is like aggroed to Groza for majority of the time. And yeah, like it's just gonna be like her like tanking hits and like the healer healing. And another thing to note is on your right side, right, like this is where your DPS +1 is positioned. Like over here, see that AoE attack that just happened? Like, you need to space your units at least one tile away from each other because it's a 3x3 AoE attack. Now the reason why I showed over here like those two guys, like those two like dolls getting hit, is so to show you that, oh yo, it's a 3x3 like AoE attack. So at least one space is good enough, right? At least one space is good enough to like make sure that they don't get hit by that, right? So for example, over here I put Sharky over here at the north, and then I put like Cheetah over here at the south, like separated by one tile. So when if he ever does this AoE attack again, right, like only one will get hit. Since if you're not running two like characters, or you're not running like a healer with your DPS, and you get hit by that, like you might fail a run if like the boss targets like your DPS like 2 times or something, if you're not killing this boss fast enough. All right, so yeah. From here, like once you get this position, you're just gonna hit the boss over and over again. There's nothing much to do besides just doing the initial like initial position that we did earlier. But of course, like right now we're gonna like spread them out more. This boss is just all about the spacing, aggro management, spacing, and then healing the tank. That's it, right? Let me know in the comments below if there's like something easier for you guys that, you know, that isn't just like, oh, press Swami S3. That, like, you know, so I can like give more input for our GFL players that are struggling with the stage. I don't think like you guys would struggle in this stage though, but if you find yourself like under leveled, or you don't have like ideal units for this run, like maybe you can just use this guide and like cruise, because this thing is not as hard as you think it is. Like level 6 though is gonna be really hard, but we'll cover that in another video. And yeah, that's it. Boss is dead. Right, very easy. Let me know in the comments down below, like if there's any stages that you want me to cover. And yeah, that's gonna be it. Like Hazard Patrol level 5 is cleared. I use level 30 units. I'm gonna be using level 30 units and above from now on in future guides. So just do know that, yeah, like I think it's fair to push the threshold now to level 30, because like a lot of people are getting level 30 now. So yeah, like I'm gonna assume you guys are no longer level 25-ish, because level 25-ish for this content moving forward is gonna be really hard, like even with a guide, just because of the stat difference. And yeah, like hope you guys have a nice day, and like, comment, and subscribe if you like the video, and I'll see you in the next one, everybody. Bye bye.